What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and today we are going to take a look at me beating 60% mark on Ultimus 7 difficulty 5 with the least amount energy possible and also without using any healing items. For this we'll be using two teams that I have recommended in the past with characters that are somewhat available to everyone and that you need for Dark Dimension 3 and to unlock legendaries as well. So sooner or later you'll get these characters, and of course this is going to be characters at max geared and with high red stars, because we are on Ultimus 7 difficulty 5, which is the hardest content that we have available right now. So don't expect to do this with basic characters at 3 yellow and 1 red star. Obviously that's not going to be possible, but with ISO 8 also coming in the future, this is obviously going to get way easier than it is right now. Even that, in my opinion, is not that hard, but we can expect that with the teams I'll be using, of course. But before that, I want to say thanks to everyone who subscribed to my channel recently. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, and I also want to say a big thanks to everyone who has become a member of my channel as well. It helps me so much when you do that. And if you're new to my channel and if you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook, Discord, and so on. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get started. And don't forget, if you like the video, make sure you press like and leave a comment. Okay, so Ultimus 7 difficulty 5, we'll be using two teams. Like I said, characters that you need for Dark Dimension 3 and that you can use in other modes as well, also on challenges, and also that unlock legendaries. And I decided to don't use characters like Symbiote Spider-Man because he's a milestone only character, and just because I have him at 6 yellow, it doesn't mean that other people have him or that other people even have him unlocked. It's a very good character, but it's not available for everyone because he was a milestone character. Okay, so let's get started. The team I'm using for the first two nodes is BKT 2.0. I saw this team being used by Worst F Gamer on Twitch, and I changed the position of Star-Lord a little bit because I think he's better between Minerva and Ebonimo, and you have to pay attention sometimes because the energy might go for Greg, so you might want to avoid not doing the blind in case Greg is there. It depends, it's luck based, but yeah. So on this first node you want to of course blind Pyro, and then you want to use the second target that gets blind so you can spread that blind after with Hela. And then when you have Storm or Quake, you want to use them exactly when you know that Pyro is going to attack again, so you get immunity and you get your shield up, so all those effects from Pyro will not affect you as much. So yeah, in the end you need to have good characters and you need to play smart in order to beat all these nodes without any extra energy and without using healing items. And this is a very safe team. It's not a perfect team for every node, but it's a pretty good team. Sometimes you have to choose between spreading the blind, spreading the ability block, or spreading slow and offense down. In some situations one is better, in other situations the other is better. It's up to you. You have to make smart decisions. Once again, this is the hardest content that is available right now in the game, Ultimus 7 difficulty 5. So yeah, so first node destroyed. I usually go all the way to the right, but I have noticed that my alliance mates don't like to do these two nodes, and I understand why, because they are really tough. But with this team BKT 2.0, it's somewhat easy, not super easy. You still have to make good decisions on which target to target first and kill, but it's not the hardest thing in the world. Okay, so second node, here we go. Now this node is not as easy as the first one, not because of the stats, but because we don't have as many hero controllers that we can take advantage of. And one of the tricks that I don't know if you guys noticed it, is what I did right there, is that you can use the Gregs to your advantage in order for the shield trooper to kill them. So attacking Venom will make Shield Trooper to attack the Greg, then they kill the Greg, so you turn rewind them while you apply the effects from Greg to the targets and did the damage. So that's a small trick that can bring huge advantage in certain situations. So pay attention to that and make sure you take advantage from it as many times as possible. There we are trying to get rid of the shield troopers. If you have the chance of spreading the blind, always do that. The ability block against them is not as effective, and we don't have any ability blocks to give either way. So make sure you can do the T4 on the blind, so you can get some extra target from, like, every now and then. It's only 50% chance. If it happens, it's great. If it doesn't happen, well, it sucks, but it's still one thing that you can take advantage of. Is it worth the T4s for a 50% chance of an extra blind? It's really hard to tell. Maybe with Ella it's okay, it's a good option, but not always. It's luck based, so it's not guaranteed, and yeah, so it's up to you. It's a decision you have to make. Now, one thing I did was the T4 on Minerva's passive, because if you use her together with Hela and Greg, whenever Greg dies you get 5% extra turn meter, and because he dies so often, that will reflect in Minerva having 2 or 3 more turns, and that will reflect in her abilities having 2 or 3 more energy throughout the fight. So it's a very important decision. Here I made a mistake. I thought you could blind the ultimate from Mordo. I know you can blind one of them. I don't know if it's the ultimate or the special, but I guess it's not the ultimate because he still did it to me, and it actually compromised my team a little bit because of that. Otherwise I would have focused on him first and kill him, and then he applied the heal block to my Minerva, which is a problem on its own. But yeah, the main reason is that then you cannot heal other targets because she will always be with that ability block. But it wasn't a big deal because we still had our ultimate in case we need to use her in the future. So yeah, we are done on the second node. Now we are going for the first boss, and we are going to change the team, because this team is okay for that boss node, but it always requires a double tap. At least it requires for me, because my Hela is only 7 yellow 5 red. I know that's big, but if it was at 6 red or 7 red, it would be way better. So yeah, we decided to change to our other team, and it's going to be controversial. I already expect in the comments, oh, why are you using Scientist Supreme? She's so bad. It's Ultimus 7 difficulty 5. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about. She's still great. The fact that she applies slow, the fact that she applies defense down, it's so important when you're using Black Bolt, because you need that slow to flip the effects, and you need that defense down for Black Bolt to do massive damage instead of just doing big damage. And the fact that you apply offense down with the Scientist Supreme as well allows you to have some space of flexibility with Yo-Yo, because sometimes she doesn't have the resistance to apply the offense down. Okay, so there, Ultron still good together with the Black Bolt doing amazing damage. I was very unlucky here, very unlucky, because for a very long time I was not able to give offense up to Black Bolt, and that's like really bad. You want him to have offense up and defense down on the enemies. Unfortunately, I was so unlucky in this run. It was just amazing. But at least it comes to show you that even if things go wrong, these teams can still work well. Just make sure you have your bots up, and make sure you attack the right targets as fast as possible, which is Daredevil, Carnage, and then OG Spider-Man, because you don't want offense down on you. And then depending on the situation, you want to focus Iron Fist or Venom or something like that, or Miles. Miles can also be very annoying. So yeah, As you guys can see, going pretty well. We have everyone almost at full. We have full debuffs. You always want to make sure that Scientist Supreme have speed up, so you can do the flipperoo as fast as possible. Otherwise, it can be a little bit dangerous. Now, when Ultron is with full buffs, when he has more than 5, you can just go ultimate back to back. Just make sure you attack the right targets, and make sure you are not unlucky like me and have OG Spider-Man dodging it. I should have focused on Iron Fist and use the special from Black Bolt to get rid of OG Spider-Man. It's usually what I do. I just felt lucky there because this run was going so well that I was like, okay, let's get even more lucky and have OG Spider-Man dodging those attacks. Okay, so even that we have only 5 characters or 4 characters, I decided to use the bots from Ultron. And the reason why is because we still have a lot of time, and because we have 2 Venoms, we can use their own regeneration to our advantage. So it takes a little bit longer than usual, and that allows us to stack up all the buffs back to full, so we are ready for the next node. Okay, so here you can choose between Venom or Luke Cage, and yeah, so it was not a huge problem. Easy mode. Venom still did his special on Scientist Supreme, but she has really high resistance, so it's really hard to apply debuffs to her. Our buffs are, or our cooldowns are almost ready. We have almost everyone on max health. I think Shuri and Yo-Yo are the only ones that are not. So we are ready to go for the other node. So this is the 4th node on the right lane. Of course, I cannot record every single lane because I'm not the alliance leader, and even if I was, it's like you should not force people on taking other options just because you want to do content. I just have to adapt to it, and yeah, when I have the opportunities, I record the videos, otherwise I can't. So the first 2 targets that we have to attack on this node on difficulty 5 or any difficulty is always Daredevil and Carnage. Just make sure Carnage doesn't get too much turn meter based on the your bots. Okay, so there I got a problem because the rotation of Ultron was not proper, and the regeneration bot came after Ultron Ultimate, so you have to be careful in those situations. Sometimes you have to change things a little bit. Once again, I'm very lucky to don't have offense up on Black Bolt. We have so many sources of offense up. We have the bots, and we also have Scientist Supreme, and still we can be lucky enough to don't get offense up on Black Bolt. It's just incredible. Okay, so Carnage getting a lot of turn meter there, so we need to get rid of him as fast as possible. He's gone. We still don't have offense up on Black Bolt, but that's fine, we'll just go. There's Shuri getting destroyed by Iron Fist. She was feasted by Iron Fist, and for sure that was painful, and yeah. So we are going through it. Now I want to get rid of Captain America, not because he's dangerous or anything, but he's just a pain in the ass on his second turn when he gets defense up and down to everyone, and yeah, that's quite annoying. So get rid of him, then focus on Carnage, OG Spider-Man, Miles, and Iron Fist. There Yo-Yo killing OG Spider-Man with her ultimate. That was quite nice. Then I decided to do the ultimate with Ultron on Miles, because why not? Sometimes Carnage has way too much HP, so better to focus on someone a little bit smaller. And yeah, with 3 characters left, we just have to clean the house. Everyone is at full, everyone is full of buffs. Yo-Yo there with a final dodge, which was great, and then just goodbye Iron Fist, and let's go to the next node. Okay, so same team for the 5th node. This node can be a little bit tricky, and at the beginning you want to focus on Trooper so he doesn't do any unnecessary attacks to you. Now you have to pay attention to see if the Punisher got speed up from Black Widow or not. If he did got speed up, you have to be careful and you need to change the rotation of your attacks and do just like I did. If he gets speed up, it's actually easier for you. If he doesn't, you have to do like I did and go around it. Otherwise, he's going to kill your bots and you'll be with your Ultron without energy and without any chance of attacking. So that's going to be a problem. Pay attention to that. Always check if Punisher got speed up or not. So we have the second wave of bots. We have Black Bolt finally with offense up, and now you can see the difference. He destroys everything with offense up and then with defense down. That's why I like to use this team so much. And Scientist Supreme, she also can revive characters. Sometimes she does it all the time, other times she doesn't do it at all. It's a 25% chance, so you have to work with that. Then you want to focus on War Machine because you don't want him to apply it down to anyone. And then you just focus on the characters that are villain tech, like Merc Lieutenant, that's the first that has to go. Then Merc Sniper because he does insane amount of damage on Ultimus 7.5. Then Rocket and the other Rocket, and then you just have to kill the Hydra snipers. They are not a big deal because you have one turn of tolerance when you're facing them. Their first turn they do their special, so they apply offense up to everyone. That's why you focus on the other characters. So yeah, now that guy with the taunt, we are ready to go. We have our ultimates ready and so on. We killed the last source of big damage, and then we just focus on the Merc Armored Guard or Merc Riot Guard or something like that. And we are done here. Easy mode, right? We are doing it so fast, it's like we are doing Ultimus 7 difficulty 1 or something. Okay, so we are ready to go for the second boss. I had to start the recording again because on my tablet and on my phone, when I want to record, it only records 25 minutes. So I had to start over again. And we are using the same team. They were all at full health. All the buffs we had and so on. It just... With that team... And I don't have the T4 on Shuri's healing ability. Otherwise, it would be even easier. But yeah, like... I just think it's not, and you don't really need it to... You don't really need that T4. She's fine without it. Of course, it's going to be better with it. And yeah, so the main targets here is obviously Black Panther, Gamora, and Spider-Man. You can leave Rocket for a while, but you need to be careful with him eventually. You don't want him to get his ultimate, otherwise he's going to destroy you. We were unlucky there that Shuri died, but it's fine. We still have the bots to take her place. Now just be careful with Black Panther, and that's why you need to kill him as fast as possible, because if he gets the chain on your minions, you are pretty much done. You can still survive with a little bit of luck with Yo-Yo offensing down him and so on, but it's still a situation that you don't want to be in. So as soon as you see Black Panther and you see him with defense down or something like that, or if you have the Ultron ultimate or the ultimate from Black Bolt or something like that, just do it. Just do it. Okay, so here focus on Miles. You have to take the ultimate from Miles in the face, obviously, but if you can avoid his special, that's great. Most of the times he focuses on characters that you don't want him to focus on, and getting slow on Scientist Supreme or something like that can be very dangerous. Okay, so we have two green bots. Now we are just waiting for Shuri to come back up online from a revive from Scientist Supreme. We had so many already, so many turns, and still she didn't revive. Black Panther, please go away. is too dangerous, and I'm in this situation now that I can't summon more bots because I want Shuri to revive. So yeah, even that we were a little bit unlucky with her dying, we were still able to manage it. Now we have more bots, we still have 2 green. That's always the best case scenario. Sometimes you want to use bots against Drax for them to die on purpose so you can get the second green bot. Shuri is finally back, so we are going to heal her up and flip those buffs. It's too dangerous, and the OG Spider-Man had to go straight for her. Luckily for us, she survived thanks to Yo-Yo offense down on him. Now heal her up. And now Black Bolt. We need to flip those buffs on Black Bolt. Oh, it doesn't have any. That's great. Where are the buffs on Black Bolt? Okay, flip everything. Sometimes Black Bolt, I don't know if he's just too fast or I don't know what's up. We need him with offense up all the time, please. Okay, so those 2 guys in there in the corner, the aim effectors, they are villain tech. So in case you want to do some massive damage with Black Bolt, just focus on them. If you are not sure about attacking OG Spider-Man, just don't attack him while Miles is around, because you don't want him to apply offense. You don't want him to apply turn speed to Miles, which can be a problem. So yeah, make sure you only attack OG Spider-Man when you are 100% sure that you are going to kill him. Okay, so now we have the last node that you need to clear before you get the 60% mark. And we are going back to the other team we had before, the BKT 2.0. Even that they are halfway dead or something like that, it's just going to be fine. We have the ultimate ready from Minerva, we have the ultimate ready from Ebony Maw, or at least I hope. At least we have the special. The special from one, the ultimate from the other. And then just pray that Hela will heal herself and Greg do some funny stuff so we can survive. Okay, so we have everything ready. Now what I like to do here is to apply blind to Hulk because he's very slow, so you'll always be able to spread it around in case you need. So Star-Lord and the other ones already attacked, and Vision, so we are able to spread it. And you always want to blind Vision on his second attack. The first is okay, but the second is way better. And then you want to focus on targets that matter, so it's Hulk and War Machine and Green Goblin. You don't want Green Goblin to have too much fun by himself. First turn is fine, but the second turn is a problem. You don't want him to have his second turn. And make sure you time whenever you want to kill Star-Lord or Vision, because you want to have that extra immunity and also that shield. So I blind Green Goblin, so whenever he's going to do his ultimate, it's not going to be a big problem. So or you blind him or you kill him faster. It's up to you which one you want to do first. So now we have the shield, now we have the immunity up, we have defense up, we have everything ready. We are back to full health. And that's why I was not too concerned about the characters being halfway dead when we started the node. You want to use Hela's basic to remove those death proofs from Hulk. They are quite annoying, but if you do that, it will be just fine. Get rid of the first Hulk, then go for the second. Now we want to take care of Wasp. She's not a huge problem overall in this node, but in other nodes when she's together with Ant-Man, she's way worse. And here we have Doctor Strange, so we want to apply blind to Hulk and then use Hela to spread the blind around. So Doctor Strange is completely negated, and then you have to be careful because you don't want him to have his third turn, and you don't want him to revive other characters, so make sure you kill him after his second turn. Now we were in a dangerous situation. We had the defense down on Thanos. Luckily for us, it was gone after, and now we just have to clean the house. There is no major dangerous situation right now. get rid of Hulk, get rid of Doctor Strange, and that's it. That's all you need to do to get 60% on Ultimus 7, difficulty 5, blind again on vision, so he doesn't do his special or ultimate, the one that removes buffs. I think it's the ultimate. And yeah, once again we go for the defense up because we still have 3 more characters, so there is a high chance that we'll give enough energy for Ebony Maw to have his special once again next node, even that we are not going to do it for this video. And yeah, so we have a few seconds left. Like I said, this team is not super big in terms of damage. The way you can increase the damage is to focus on hero controllers and then spread the debuffs, the bleeds with Hela. My Ebony Maw is at 5 red, 5 yellow, so whenever he gets 7 yellow, he'll be way stronger in terms of the bleedings, and that's it. That's all you need to do to beat Ultimus 7 on difficulty 5, the hardest content you have available right now. That's pretty much it. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. Ultimus 7, difficulty 5, 60%, no items, no revives, no extra energy, one shot all nodes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. You smash that like button, like Ultimus 8. Come on, where is it already? We need Ultimus 8 right now. This one is just too easy. If you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, make sure you share it with your friends on Discord, Facebook, and so on. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.